Greetings, gratitude, love, light, prosperity, good health. I know it's been a while since I haven't posted on my YouTube page. Thanks to every one of my subscribers. And if you're new to the page, please subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you think in the chats. So, Trump, his connection with the number 88, and I did a quick numerology gematria connection. Letters from A to Z, and it's 1 to 26, right? T is 20, R is 18, U is 21, M is 13, P is 16, and when you add that up, you get 88, right? You get 88. Now, there's a movie by the name of Donnie Darko. It was a psychological thriller that came out in 2001, but his actual name is Donald. I find that interesting, rather. The movie talks about time travel. Donnie actually time travels in that movie. In the start, like, it's real confusing. You'd have to watch that movie like 4 or 5 times to actually understand what's going on. He was seeing this giant rabbit, right? This being, this entity, and he had to go to the future and prevent certain things from happening. He ended up being the one that had to like be the sacrifice. He transitioned. There was this plane engine, I think it was, that just crashed into the house and fell on him like in his room, directly in his room. There was a number as well that that rabbit gave him and told him that it would be the end of the world. And that's where he went to the future and saw what he had to see, and then came back and make it to where the adjacent reality was erased, like that wormhole was erased by him being a sacrifice. uh, that engine fell onto him and everybody else was spared. The number that being that rabbit, that giant rabbit, or that human personified rabbit, was more like a mask, basically. When you look at the movie, you go check it out. If you haven't seen the movie, I won't give any more in-depth detail to not cause any spoilers to you guys. But the date that they gave him, when you check the numerology, it add up to 88. Greetings, Hotep. So this is a very important message to all light workers and all light beings, all righteous people walking in truth, justice, and righteousness, principles of my art. This month is very critical and crucial that we transform and transmute the energy as the master alchemist that we are, right? Now, Mr. Trumpet and them warlocks, right? He's just a pawn, know that, but he is a very important piece on the chessboard. And Trump in numerology is 88. 8 plus 8 is 16, right? On the 16th, you have this meteor shower from Cygnids. Cygnids is from the constellation of Draco, right? You could see it, there's the dragon, right? Now, if you know anything about the red dragon, Trump is one of them red dragon pawns. Kanye West is one of them red dragon pawns, even if he be exposing certain things, but I feel like it's still controlled opposition, right? A lot of people in the industry are controlled oppositions. Like I said, 8 plus 8 is 16. That's the 16th according to their Gregorian calendar, right? August is Ut August. That's the 8th month. So they using that energy to make this spell work. That's why you have all these things going on with the Epstein files, with martial law type situation going on with forces and police and ICE and ICE. Why they call it ICE? You feel me? When you on alive, they put you on ice. When you're in the morgue, you in ice. You feel me? We children of the sun. We're not no children of no ice. So that's what they're trying to do. Hands up, freeze. They're trying to freeze your consciousness. Right, but let we move along. So the moon is in conjunction with Pleiades as well, right? That's the seven sisters. That's the seven Hathors, right? In Taurus. Like I've been saying, Pleiades is a constellation within the constellation. Here's Pleiades. You all could see Atlas, one of the stars in Pleiades. Atlas, the Atlanteans, the Mount Atlas in Mauritania that they renamed to Morocco. But this is very important that you guys really pay attention to what I'm saying to you guys. On the 17th, there's a conjunction with Aldebaran. Aldebaran is a star. That's the bullseye. That red star in the constellation of Taurus. Now Aldebaran has the same similar energy to Mars. They're gonna use that Mars energy, like, you feel me, arguments and all that. At this time, we as light beings, light workers, righteous people, whatever you describe it as, right? We need to be protecting our energy. We need to be grounding, fasting, meditating, and transmute that energy during these days. You feel me? Be very, very careful who you dealing with, what energy. Protect your energy, right? Occultation. So all these extra and so many multiple videos circulating around Mr. Trumpet, right? The seven trumpets from the accounts of Book of Revelation, even if that's just dogmatic, but it's not no prophecies, predictive programming. These people done written out their blueprint, their plan, and they just following it. That's what that is. You feel me? All of these dogmas are plagiarized versions of sacred spirituality, twisted by them same people with their twisted mind. As a man thinketh in his mind, so is he, right? The 17th conjunction with Aldebaran. You see Taurus, Towu, Taurus. 1 plus 7 is 8. That's that 8 again. On the 18th, occultation between Elnaf and the moon. Basically, the moon gonna be blocking out Elnaf, right? So y'all can see, and these people are high dark occultists. The word occult itself don't mean good nor bad. The word occult simply means hidden. So it's knowledge and certain sacred things they hid from us, and they're using that in a negative way, right? It's just like a tool. You could use a tool to farm, to build, and someone could use a tool to harm or destroy and destruct, right? But we transmuting that energy. The 19th, right? Elongation, maximum elongation of Mercury. That's the Mercury retrograde. So you see why this is so important that you protect your energy at this time and not get into no unnecessary confrontation. Conjunction between Mercury and the beehive. Masses.Always means beehive. So here's the conjunction with Mercury. That's Cancer. Let me go back because I have more things to show you guys. The 19th, also you have a conjunction between the moon and Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, right? So it's about expansion, right? Like all throughout that date, we need to keep the ground and fast and meditating, whichever way you feel fit and that's in your reach. You feel me? Whatever is possible for you that you could do for your level of discipline, do it spiritually. So on the 20th, right, conjunction between the moon and Venus. Venus is the planet of love. That's Hathor Heteru, right, to the ancient Kemites or ancient Egyptians. You also have a conjunction between the moon and Pollux, close conjunction between the moon and Venus. After a while, the moon gonna be moving along. That good energy will be more favorable. On the 21st, there's a dichotomy between Mercury, the sun, and the earth. There's a conjunction between the moon and the beehive. Yeah, so that's the new moon on the 23rd. It's still remain in your meditation, ground, and fasting. Positive energies is always dominant. It's just that the negative energies are going to use certain dates and alignments to do what they do. On the 20th, there's an opposition. On the 26th, right, that's an 8 as well. Conjunction with Mars. Careful around the 26th because they add up to 8. And since there's a conjunction with the moon and Mars is that war energy. They're going to want to use that war energy. On the 27th, there's an occultation between Spica and the moon, right? And there'll be a conjunction. On the 31st, the last day of August, and also August. Why does August has 31 days? I thought 7 days was a week and 4 weeks in a month, and 4 times 7 is 28. I guess that's why we don't have the 13th month, because people like Caesar Augustus, which the month of August is named after him, has 31 days. 31st, there's an occultation between Antares and the moon. That'll be a good energy for Scorpios. The month after August is September. September, right? That's the fall equinox. We're gonna have two more eclipses. I'll do a separate video because that definitely needs a separate video because the information is gonna be deep.